Okay guys, previously we have discussed about the lifting minimum acceptable standard in construction for lifting accessories, and today I would like to discuss about the concrete buckets in the construction's minimum acceptable standards. Why these concrete buckets is important to manage safely, because this is a dangerous activity as well, that the concrete buckets full of concrete may fall to someone because of the failure of the equipment, failure of the concrete bucket itself, failure of the parts of the concrete bucket. So this is very important to tackle and manage in the construction site to prevent an unacceptable accident. So let's begin. Minimum requirements. More one rules, legal or contractual requirements shall always take precedence. So always review the legal requirements in your locality and your contractual requirements to make sure that you are complying your minimum requirements, or minimum acceptable standard will comply on the legal and contractual requirements. If not, then you need to adjust the minimum acceptable standards to the higher level wherever is practicable. So higher standards and or proprietary solutions shall be adopted wherever practicable. As with any lifting accessories, concrete buckets must be tested annually and have an in-depth third-party certificate. But due to arduous nature of the work, concrete buckets as you are used for it is strongly recommended only for third-party certification is renewed every 3 months when in full-time use. So we make the closer periodical examination and inspection of the concrete buckets because of full-time use every day, and because of the arduous nature of the work. Okay, so it is always safe to always check more frequently than at least, but regularly it should be at least annually. But we can in the minimum acceptable standard, we raise it up to every 3 months or quarterly to make sure that the concrete bucket is safe. Why we do that one? Because of the accident that we have encountered previously, not only one time but several times. So on doing this frequent inspection and recertifications, we are preventing such accident. Concrete buckets must be marked up with an asset number, maximum capacity, and safe working load. Okay, so when you have the concrete bucket, you need to put in each body erasable asset number or number, so that it is become traceable. And then the maximum capacity, you need to mark on the bucket itself. If you want to make some markings, so that when they are filling the concrete inside of the bucket, they know that up to that markings they can fill the concrete buckets. And of course, the safe working load, it should be engraved or painted in the body of your concrete bucket, so that when you see the load, immediately you can find that the concrete bucket can be carried. The concrete can be carried by the buckets safely. As with any lifting accessories, concrete buckets should be inspected daily before use. So daily inspection by the user. Attention should be paid to any structural deformities. You can see there is some dent on or deformation of the parts of the concrete buckets, damage to the lifting eye. So on this visible damage, it is a clear indication that there is something will happen. So immediately call the attention of your supervisor or your engineer to replace those concrete buckets and send those damaged concrete buckets to if you have a plant department, to make a competent repair of that concrete bucket and recertification before using it again. Damage to the discharge mechanisms, locks, or damage to the main frame. So all of this you need to check. It is always recommended that you can develop a checklist to inspect the bucket, so that you will not miss something during the inspections, so you are sure that everything was inspected. Damage should be reported immediately to the supervisors or above, and the bucket should be taken out of use until inspected by competent person. Out of use bucket should be labeled "Do not use" and be quarantined. So it is good that you provided "Do not use" label, so that the next ship, they are aware that the concrete buckets are already damaged and subject for repair by competent person or inspection by competent person, so they will not use it. At the end of the ship, concrete buckets should be rinsed, scrubbed with water. Particular attention should be paid to the discharge mechanism, hose, if fitted, and locks or fins. So every day we need to completely clean the concrete buckets, okay, to make sure that we can also easily see if any damage on each mechanism or parts before we bring it back to the lay down area or yards for storage. And then of course we can relay the information to the next ship that there is a damage, or still the concrete bucket is in good working condition. Only use concrete buckets with lifting eyes or purpose-built lifting frames fitted. Do not use concrete bucket with kettle type bar handles. Guys, the concrete bucket with kettle type bar handle is in the middle. So in the middle pictures, this I think I have 3 accidents before. Luckily there is nobody died on this accident when this bucket is full of concrete mix, and then tower crane lifting it, and then this kettle type, the handle immediately cut. So on this type of concrete buckets, it's very dangerous. So don't use the same type of concrete bucket, because we have already experienced so many accidents regarding these concrete buckets. If you have any doubts at all with any concrete bucket you are using, stop and seek advice from competent persons. So always coordinate with the lifting supervisors or your appointed persons to check that concrete bucket is safe to use or not. So you can see the cross here on the right photographs below, bucket with no clear marking, do not use. So because there is no markings, there is no anything, or the marking is already erased, so do not use that bucket. Bring this bucket into the store, return to the store, and in the store to arrange refurbishing of this concrete bucket from the competent supplier or your plant department to clean, to repaint, to check, to test everything, and then again recertified, then before bring it back to the site. So bucket with lifting eyes, safe to use. So make sure that the lifting eyes is designed to carry the maximum intended load, so that we are safe to use that concrete bucket, like for example on the left photographs. Okay, so guys, we have completed our concrete bucket minimum acceptable standards in the constructions. On our next tutorial, we will discuss the mobile elevated work platforms. So see you again next time. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell, and then please like also to make sure to support the Safety Corner and at iba pa. And thank you for your support. God bless. Bye bye.